Workplace bullying. What's that all about? Well, a jury in Indiana said it was about $325,000. That's right. They awarded to someone who said they were bullied in the workplace $325,000. The attorney who was handling it said, you know, the reason this is happening today is the workplace is much different than it used to be. Back in the old days, you worked at a company for your life. You might have been there 30 years or more, but today people change jobs, work for different companies, and today, as a result of that, they realize they're not going to have to deal with the same people all the time, and sometimes people get their nose out of joint and really get uptight, and as a result of that, might engage in some conduct that's bad news in the workplace. In this particular instance, what it was about was an operating room in a hospital. Surgeon, been there. He'd had some run-ins with a guy who operated the machine that kept people breathing when they were under a general anesthetic. The surgeon said, hey, buddy, I don't like the way you're doing this. He had some run-ins. One particular day, he got really upset. He goes up to the guy and he says, I don't like this. You're going to be out of here. He starts running towards him. His face is completely flushed. He starts clenching his fists. The guy who was standing there says, ho, hang on a second, puts his arms up and backs against the wall. As a result of that conduct, the jury found that the surgeon was responsible for an assault, and they awarded damages to the guy who was assaulted in the amount of $325,000. Basically, at the bottom line, this case is really about assault and battery. There is a difference between assault and battery. We always like to think assault and battery, but it's different. Assault. What happens in an assault? Assault is when somebody behaves in such a way that somebody else, the guy or gal on the other side, thinks they're going to get hit. It's where somebody may raise their fist, might get very close to slamming somebody in the nose, but doesn't actually touch them. That's an assault. It raises the apprehension, the fear that you're going to get hurt. The actual battery is when, bang, you hit somebody or somebody hits you. We generally hear of them together, assault and battery, but it's possible for there to be an assault without a battery. Somebody thinks they're going to get hit, they're in apprehension, they're in fear of getting hit, but they don't actually get hit. That is a claim. That's referred to as a tort, a claim which is basically a personal injury claim. In this instance, that's really what that case was all about. Not anything new, even though people talk about workplace bullying. It really boiled down in that particular case to an assault. Somebody thought they were going to get really nailed, backed up against the wall, became very afraid, became very apprehensive, and as a result of that fear, the jury said this is real and awarded some significant damages here, $325,000. Obviously, they were really ticked off with the way in which that doc was behaving in that operating room. Well, hey, this is our legal blog for today. We bring one to you every week so you understand the law and how it affects you. I'm David Allen.